Are you thinking about leaving Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal, or moving to Canada from another country to start a quieter life somewhere rural? A bigger house, more land, less traffic, nature outside of your door? It sounds like a Canadian dream, but hear what most people will not tell you about rural Canada. That it can be an incredible experience or it can be completely different from the Canada you have imagined. And some of those differences can cost you money, limit your job opportunities, and make your every life harder. So, before you pack your bags, here is what you actually need to know. Cheaper housing doesn't mean cheaper living. The biggest draw to rural Canada is housing. Prices can look incredible next to Toronto or Vancouver tiny apartments, but don't stop at the price tag. Ask what it actually costs to live there. How much is the heat? Is it municipal water? Septic system? How far is the nearest grocery store? What happens when your roof leaks or your septic system fails? And who is paying for that? Compare your total lifestyle cost, not just square footage. That number matters. And now, distance and connectivity matters. In a city 20 minutes away, it's nothing. But in rural Canada, distance reshapes your whole routine. Groceries, medical, school, transportation can mean an hour plus round trip. And if you work remotely, before you signing any contract, you need to check the internet and the cell service, especially to the specific property, not just to the area, because connectivity it can vary. Even two properties are on the same road. In many rural communities, your vehicle is important. It is not a convenience, it is a must. You need to drive in everyday life everywhere as there is not so much sufficient public transportation. Now, what about when the winter comes? In the city, there's a full army that clears all the roads. When you have a snow in a rural area, you need to have the right vehicle, the right width and tires, and the backup heating at hand. So you're not going to expect nobody to come and clean the roads. Either they will clean itself, either you have to do it. But the most important part is how fast can someone come and help you? Don't just look on the cabin photos. And then services and job can look very different. Moving away from the city often means moving away from services too. Less doctors, less childcare options, sometimes more expensive. So, before you fail, you need to check where is the hospital, where is the pharmacy, where is the school, how long does it take there in January and not in July. The same with work. Some rural areas they have a lot of opportunities: agriculture, trades, hospitality, healthcare, but the market is smaller. If one job falls through, it's going to be very difficult to find another employer. And if you are immigrating to Canada and never assume a rural move alone gives you an immigration advantage, always confirm the current program requirements to your specific situation. Immigration changes all the time. You have, in order to not feel isolated, my advice is to join a community, because communities are not just a small version of what the city that you left. The people who thrive usually become part of the community. They are not just there. They support local businesses, they get them to know their neighbors, and they get involved. Because think about you in a lonely February. It can be nobody can be around you. Your friends are so far away, so your neighbors should be your new family. And now, overall, let me tell you what. Rural Canada can offer you space, nature, and community that's harder to find in bigger cities for the right person. Don't move just because of the nice photo or because the house is cheaper. Visit it in winter. Talk to the locals. Check the internet, the hospital, the school, the job market before you commit. Before leaving the city means training more than trading and high rent. You also trading away infrastructure and convenience. For some people, that trade is absolutely worth it. For others, it isn't. So, would you actually move to rural Canada? Tell me in the comments what you wish to know before you make the move. And if you are planning a life in Canada, subscribe. We are covering the opportunities and the realities nobody tells you about. See you in the next video.